Venezuela. It's not your typical tourist trap, and that's the beauty of it. Most folks picture pristine beaches, maybe a jungle or two, and yeah, Venezuela has that in spades. But scratch beneath the surface and you'll find a country bursting with unexpected flavors, rhythms, and stories. This ain't no pre-packaged vacation, folks. This is the real deal. A place where history collides with the present, where ancient traditions meet modern mayhem. From the snow-capped Andes to the steamy Amazon, Venezuela is a country of dramatic contrasts. It's a land where indigenous cultures collide with Spanish colonialism, creating a unique blend of traditions, languages, and beliefs. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. We're going deep into the heart of Venezuela, exploring the history, the culture, the food, and the soul of this often misunderstood nation. Long before the conquistadors arrived, Venezuela was a land teeming with indigenous life. Tribes like the Caribs and the Arawaks thrived here, fishing the bountiful waters and cultivating the fertile land. Their legacy, it's woven into the very fabric of the country, from the food to the language.
Then came the Spanish, hungry for gold and glory. They landed in the late 15th century, bringing conquest and Catholicism. Colonial cities like Caracas sprung up, echoing with the sounds of Spanish guitars and the scent of saffron and cinnamon. The Spanish brought their own customs and traditions, but they couldn't erase the indigenous spirit of Venezuela. It simmered beneath the surface, waiting for its moment to re-emerge. This clash of cultures, this struggle for dominance, it's all there in Venezuela's DNA. It's what makes this place so damn fascinating.
By the 19th century, the winds of change were blowing through Latin America. Venezuela, fueled by the fiery spirit of Simon Bolivar, rose up against Spanish rule. Bolivar, the liberator, dreamt of a united South America, free from colonial shackles. The fight was long and brutal, but Venezuela eventually won its freedom. Bolivar's dream, however, remained elusive. The scars of colonialism ran deep, and Venezuela, like many newly independent nations, struggled to find its footing. The oil boom of the 20th century brought prosperity but also corruption and inequality. Venezuela teetered between progress and turmoil, its fate hanging in the balance. But through it all, the Venezuelan spirit endured. The spirit of resilience, of resourcefulness, of finding joy in the face of hardship. Now let's talk about the people. Venezuelans are a warm, welcoming bunch. They're known for their love of music, dancing, and good conversation. Family is everything here, and meals are a time for laughter, storytelling, and bonding.
One thing you'll notice right away is the importance of music in Venezuelan culture. From the soulful sounds of jarapo to the infectious rhythms of salsa, music is the heartbeat of this nation. It's everywhere you go, pouring out of homes, cafes, and street corners. Venezuelans are also incredibly superstitious. They believe in good luck charms, evil eyes, and the power of positive thinking. Don't be surprised if you see someone throwing salt over their shoulder or knocking on wood for good measure. It's all part of the charm, folks. These traditions, these beliefs, they offer a glimpse into the soul of a nation. Section 5, Fiesta Time, the rhythm of Venezuelan celebrations. If there's one thing Venezuelans know how to do, it's throw a party.
And I ain't talking about your lame office Christmas party. I'm talking about fiestas that explode with color, music, and pure, unadulterated joy.
Carnival is the big one, a riot of costumes, parades, and dancing in the streets. Imagine a whole country transformed into a giant street party, fueled by rum and good vibes.
It's an experience that'll stay with you long after the confetti has settled.
Then there's Semana Santa, Holy Week, a time for solemn processions and religious reflection. But even during this sacred time, you'll find a sense of community and shared faith that's truly inspiring.
From the smallest village fiesta to the grandest national celebration, these events offer a window into the heart and soul of Venezuelan culture. Section 6. A culinary adventure flavors that explode on your tongue. Now, let's talk about the good stuff. The food. Venezuelan cuisine is a melting pot of flavors, a reflection of the country's diverse history and cultural influences.
It's a delicious blend of indigenous ingredients, Spanish flair and African spices. Cheese, beans, shredded meat, avocado, you name it, they stuff it in an arepa.
First up, you got to try arepas. These cornmeal cakes are like the national bread of Venezuela, and they can be filled with just about anything.
Then there's pabellón criollo, the national dish of Venezuela. It's a hearty plate of shredded beef, black beans, rice, and fried plantains. It's the kind of meal that sticks to your ribs and warms your soul.
Don't forget the hot sauce.
And for those with a sweet tooth, there's tres leches cake, a sponge cake soaked in 3 kinds of milk. It's rich, decadent, and oh so delicious.
Trust me, exploring the culinary landscape of Venezuela is an adventure for your taste buds. Section 7. A spiritual tapestry, faith and ritual in Venezuela. Religion plays a significant role in the lives of many Venezuelans. Catholicism, brought over by the Spanish, is the dominant faith, but there's also a strong presence of indigenous beliefs and Afro-Caribbean religions like Santeria. This blend of faiths has created a unique spiritual landscape in Venezuela, one where ancient rituals coexist alongside Catholic traditions.
You'll find shrines to saints on street corners, alongside offerings to indigenous spirits. Venezuelans are a spiritual people, and their faith is often expressed through music, dance, and festivals. It's a beautiful thing to witness.
Section 8. Venezuelan music, the heartbeat of a nation. Music is the lifeblood of Venezuela, the rhythm that pulses through its veins. It's everywhere, from the bustling streets of Caracas to the remote villages nestled in the Andes.
Joropo, the national music, is a lively, foot-stomping genre that originated in the Llanos, the vast plains of Venezuela. It's a fusion of Spanish and indigenous influences, played on instruments like the cuatro, a small 4-string guitar, and the harp.
Then there's salsa, a fiery, sensual dance music that originated in Cuba but has been embraced with open arms by Venezuelans. Salsa clubs are where people go to let loose, to forget their troubles and move their bodies to the intoxicating rhythm.
Venezuelan music is more than just entertainment. It's a powerful form of expression, a way to tell stories, share emotions, and connect with something larger than oneself.
Section 9. From literature to baseball, the cultural powerhouse. Venezuela's cultural influence extends far beyond its borders. The country has produced world-renowned writers, musicians, and athletes who have captivated audiences worldwide.
Roman Chalbaud, a celebrated filmmaker and playwright, has brought Venezuelan stories to life on the big screen, tackling social issues and exploring the complexities of human nature. And let's not forget about baseball. It's practically a religion in Venezuela. And the country has produced some of the biggest names in Major League Baseball, including Miguel Cabrera and Felix Hernandez.
From the written word to the baseball diamond, Venezuela continues to make its mark on the world stage. Section 10, Hasta luego, Venezuela. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the heart and soul of Venezuela. It's a country of complexities and contradictions, of beauty and struggle. It's a place where the past and present collide, where ancient traditions meet modern realities. Venezuela might not be on everyone's travel bucket list, but it should be. It's a country that will surprise you, challenge you, and ultimately stay with you long after you've said your goodbyes. Hasta luego, Venezuela, and thank you for the adventure.